So today we're going to be talking about the Team USA for 2028 in the Olympics. Who do I think is going to be on the team and what I think the team is going to look like. Obviously, before we get on to it, if you guys aren't new to the channel, subscribe. I'm recording all of these videos before I go away for a weekend, so you're going to be seeing 3 to 4 videos a day on this channel, all pre-recorded. I'm working my ass off right now, but I have a feeling Team USA are going to send probably their on paper weakest team that we've seen. I don't know who from Team USA in 4 years' time is going to be, who from America is going to step up, who's going to be the elite players, because it is hard to tell. And from this team right here, as crazy as this sounds, I think Jason Tatum turns them down. I think Jaylen Brown turns them down. And I think they're going to be the only two stars that turn down Team USA. But I also don't think some of the superstars in the league are going to be go out of their way to play for Team USA. I think Booker will. And from this year's team, there's one the players that I'm really I don't know if they want to do another Olympics. Is an Anthony Davis, whose first Olympics, he will have played in the 2012 Olympics and then will be playing in 2028, 16 years on. So I don't know if AD will want to play. I doubt Embiid's going to play. Derek White at 34, I don't think is going to make the team. I think Drew will be retired, 100% will be. And I think that these 3 guys will be retired. If any of these 3 guys want to play, they're going to be on the team. But again, this is my prediction. And I think the first point guard is going to be Tyrese Haliburton. If you're asking me who the one is going to be on this team, it's probably going to be Tyrese. No, you know what? It's probably not going to be Tyrese. Tyrese's probably going to come off the bench. But Tyrese Haliburton, I think, is going to be on the team. I think after this Olympics, he's someone that is not going to take it personally that he didn't play at this Olympics, whereas I think Tatum has. I think Tyrese Haliburton was just happy to get a gold. I think if we're judging by, again, the last World Cup, he played a little bit, and I think he's only going to get better. The second point guard on the team, I'm going to put Jalen Brunson. I think he's going to be at that age where, he's going to still be young, but he's not, or say not still be young. He's going to be still probably in his prime, but at the tail end of his prime. And I think this might be one of these, we screwed you over 4 years ago, we're going to bring you type picks. Especially I can see it if he goes and plays in the World Cup. Then we have there's a couple of young players that I just think they're going to bring. I think if we're talking about the glue guy role on the team, I'm going to call Brandon Pajemski. He's somebody that I think can run the one a little bit at the international level. He's someone that's going to play some defense. He's going to be just an all-around good player. I think he's going to be tough enough to play against. He's just going to be a glue guy on the team, and he'll probably sit on his ass on the end of the bench, but I think he will be a glue guy. I think one of the stars of the team in 2028 is going to be Devin Booker. Devin Booker is 1 day younger than me. He's going to be 20 or 31 years old. He's going to be in his prime. Booker is going to be in this prime. This is going to be maybe Booker's team. That is how high I rate Devin Booker. I think he's going to be, some people are saying he's not going to be on the team. He's going to be too old. He'll be aged out. No, he won't. I do think they're going to go young, but I think he's going to be that veteran leader for this team. I think it's going to be Booker's as the leader, and I think Ant's going to be the main option. I think by that time, unless one of the young guys really steps up, which in fairness, that Team USA under 17s team were a joke how good they were. Some of those guys might legitimately, like one of the Boozer's kids, Dybantz, could legitimately be that elite. But Anthony Edwards is probably going to be the main man on this team. It's highly unlikely he won't. He'll be probably just starting his peak, and he'll be an MVP candidate. And look, I also think there's a player we probably never heard of that'll make the team. Not even that we never heard of, but a player that might be a 12-point per game guy. For all we know, Scoot Henderson could hit his potential. I'm going out on a limb with this. I'm putting AJ Dybantz in. A lot of people are talking about Cooper Flagg, and I watched this Team USA under 17s team, the most dominant underage team I've ever seen in the history of basketball. They were so good. But AJ Dybantz is a joke. He is a freaky athletic player. Again, I don't know how he's going to shoot at the NBA level, but he shot pretty well in that tournament. And he is probably going to be the number 1 pick in the 2026 NBA draft, which gives him 2 years. And it's not like the women's. This team, they will bring rookies if they're good enough. There just hasn't been a rookie good enough as far as Team USA is concerned. They're willing to bring young players. I think Dibansta could be that young player. I also think another role player that they're going to bring is Amen Thompson. I think he can run the show as a... It's weird. He was drafted as a point guard, but his best position is like small ball 4 or 5. Small ball 5s don't work at the international level. Small ball 4s may or may not work, but you can just go huge with Amen Thompson. Like, if you've got a stretch 5, which, newsflash, like a Chet Holmgren is, and you can play someone at the 4, Amen Thompson at the 1, Shooter at the 2, or Booker at the 2, again, someone at the 3 that can shoot it a little bit. You can go huge. Yeah, he can be a very good player. We see in the defense. It's just the shot has to improve a little bit. It's fine to have one player that can't shoot in the floor in international ball. Can't really have more than one. Then we got Paolo Banchero. I think he's a guarantee. Especially because he snaked Italy. The man was like, coming into the NBA, I want to play for Italy. I want to play for the Italian national team. And the first chance he got to play for the Italian national team, no. The first time they called him up, he was like, I want to play for Italy. I want to play for Italy. Italy. Paolo, okay, yeah, we have a game. Do you want to play for us? Paolo, no. But yeah, Banchero is going to be a really good scorer. I still don't know, again, if he's going to be that number 1 option on a good team. But after 2 years, he's had a really, really good first and second year. Like, surprisingly. Or, like, deceptively good. Like, he's been way better than I think people give him credit for. Cooper Flagg is a player that everyone expects to see. I think his game suits the international style. He has no weaknesses in his game. I don't think his strengths on the offensive end are as good as people say. Like, I don't think he's going to come in and just be this dominant offensive player. But I do think that, like, the Andre Kirilenko, Sean Marion comparisons might be legitimate. Like, that could be the type of player he is. He has no weaknesses in his game right now. And the fact is he can improve and get better. Like, even if he went into the NBA level, if he played in the NBA right now, he would be right out of high school. He'd be a year younger than what LeBron was coming out of high school, but he would also be a really good defensive player, like top tier defensive player. Not all defensive team, but borderline, and be like a 12, 13 point a game guy, which is crazy. And look, he's still the same age as LeBron was coming out of high school, even after a year of college. And now we've got the bigs. The first and most obvious big is Bam Adebayo. I think his game suits some. Again, if AD and Embiid want to play, they're going to be in the team, but I just don't think they will. His game suits some international games. It doesn't suit others. He really struggles dealing with those big-ass Eastern Europeans. Like, we saw how much he's... Like we've seen him struggle at times. And, like... They're good. Serbia aren't going anywhere in 2028. He doesn't necessarily have the size to individually guard a Luka, or not Luka Doncic, a Nikola Jokic, and there's not going to be enough help around him to guard it. The offense is too, like, there's too much motion. It's not stagnant enough to be able to just have someone sitting and help on Jokic. So I think he's someone that, depending on the centers the other team have, could be the starting center and the best player on the team, or one of the best players on the team, or he could be playing very few minutes. I think it's the same with Chet Holmgren. I could see Chet Holmgren playing more minutes to 4 than anything else. I think he's someone that if someone's running a too big lineup in international play, with kind of the Twin Towers, I think Chet Holmgren could be a good addition. And last up, and this one is a bit out of left field, but I'm looking at young centers. I'm looking at American centers. They don't have any of these, like, tall players that can do anything really around the basket that aren't twigs, other than, like, Walker Kessler, and I don't think Walker Kessler is going to be good enough to play at the Olympics. I'm sorry, I'm not putting a guy who's played Summer League after 2 seasons in my 2028 Team USA team. I'm just not. And for anyone saying Jaren Jackson Jr., that man will embarrass himself at the World Cup. I've never seen a worse performance in the international stage than Jaren Jackson Jr. Donovan Clingan. He's huge. He's huge. We've seen how much people are good at the international level that are just huge. When you can plant them under the basket, all you have to be, straight up, all you have to be is huge. You can be effective at the international level. Obviously, you got to have a strong enough base. You can't be weak, but he's huge. Donovan Clingan. I'm going to pick Donovan Clingan. But anyway, yeah, that is the team. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.